Hello friends, welcome back. Welcome to the Java Ashram tutorial. So in this today's session, we are going to learn the Docker, about Docker. So what is Docker and how it works? Fine. So, suppose you started writing an application. You have a plan to write one application in the development environment. Okay, and you completed your applications. You deployed the applications in the local development environment, and it's working fine, right? So now the next goal will be to deploy these applications to the production environment, right? So in this production environment, right? You deployed the code, okay, but in production environment your code it seems not working, right? And this is the experience that developers are frequently gaining, right, or facing this kind of issue over in the production, that the code is working fine in the development environment but it's not working fine in the production environment, right? So this is that is when the developers famous words are spoken. So developers are saying, see the logs and the evidence, the screenshot and all, it's working fine in my machine, right? But in the production guy who is supporting the production environment, they say, see this guy, okay, see the logs, production logs, it seems it's not working and this is the evidence. So this is the common, the problem that developers are faced in a day-to-day life while working, right? So there could be the various regions, okay, to get this kind of issue. Like first reason could be the dependency. When you are writing the applications, there are lots of dependencies are comes into the picture. Well, like you have developed a framework, okay, one kind of the mini applications that are will be the dependent on your main application. It could be the library and the version. Library and the version means you are using the third party libraries, maybe to connect with some database, right, to connect with some other applications, or it could dependent upon the version also. Version means suppose in your applications in the dev environment, the Oracle version was 9i, but in the production, it's a higher environment. So the mismatch between the version could be one of the reason. Second reason could be the framework. So in the lower environment, you are using the different framework, and in the upper environment, you are using the different framework. You never know, right? And the OS level features, right? So suppose if you are using Linux version, some different version in the dev environment, but in the higher version in the production environment. So that could be the mismatch also. And other could be the microservices, right? So microservices architecture, or what I to say, it could be the different kind of the communications between the microservices, some security level, or public cryptography or the private cryptography could be the different in the production environment, right? So these are the things that could differ, okay, from the development environment to the production environment, and these are the dependency exist with your applications, right? That's the developer machine has, but not there in the production environment, right? So we need some kind of standardization where to package the application with all its dependency and deploy it on any environment, right? It could be the your stage environment, it could be the QA environment, it could be the your production environment, any environment you can deploy with all the dependency, right? So Docker plays the role here. So Docker is a tool designed to make easier to create, deploy, and run application by using container. So we package all the application with all the dependencies, whatever it could be. It could be your database dependency, it could be your socket dependency, it could be your interface dependency, it could be your security layer dependency. Whatever the dependency you have, you can club together, you can put into uh, the package, and that package will be treated as a container. So we'll understand here how the container works. So how does Docker works with the container, right? So Docker packages an application and all its dependency in a virtual container that run on any Linux server. Why it will run on any Linux server? Because you are packaging them with all its dependency, and you can see this kind of container you can relate with the real life example. Like this is the container, and you are putting all the application and its dependency inside this, and wherever you need to deploy, you will take this container over to that particular machine, over to particular environment, and you will be deploying over there. So this container is created by the Docker, okay, and the package is created by the Docker and puts inside this container, right? And there is something unique about this container, right? So each containers runs as an isolated process. Isolated process means what? It will run in a separate thread in the user space area of the operating system, right? In operating system, you must be hearing about the user space and um, the memory space or the virtual space. There is different kind of spaces over in the operating system. So each container will deploy into the separate user space. It will run into the separate process in a separate thread, and that's the reason it takes the very less space than the regular virtual machine, okay, due to the layered architecture. But if you consider the virtual machines, the virtual machines has its own hardware configuration, has its own memory. It 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 runs on and above your the operating system, and it takes the lots of memory. Even though your application is of let's say the 2 GB, your virtual machine is taking the 10 GB, so it will occupy all the 10 GB. But it's not in the case of the container. It creates only that space on top of container. If you can see, this is the container and this is the Docker overrunning. Okay, so you have running the 3 instance of the container over here. So in one container is Tomcat, Java, and all the applications are running. Okay, and this container is running separately with these application, and third container is running with these applications. So this is the benefit of the container. We are shipping the container to any other environment, okay, and it's taking out not only the application, but it's taking out all the dependency that are required to run your application, right? So it will always work the same regardless of its environment, and the reason, right? Because you are not only packaging the application, you are not only deploying your written application. Instead of, you are also taking the dependent jar. If you are working on the Java, you are taking the dependent jar, you are taking on the dependent Oracle database, you are taking on the certificate if you required on your own applications. So it will take all these things, okay, and it will shape you into the one package, okay, and the package will be created by the Docker, okay, and package will be put inside the container, and that container will get deployed into any environment. So here it's noted down, like environment means it could be any environment. It could be, just I rightly said, it could be stage or testing or production or disaster recovery environment, any environment. And regardless of the environment, it will work as it was working in a dev environment. So tomorrow, if developers are saying, hey guys, this is working in my environment, how cannot run this in your environment? This could not be the case in case of Docker, because same kind of configuration, same kind of version, same kind of framework, same kind of dependency we have put inside the package and have deployed into the higher environment. So guys, this was all about the Docker and how it works. If you like this video, please subscribe, like this channel, and share. So guys, that's all for this time. See you in the next video. Thank you.